Welcome to 4 Point TV. The police CP Olatunji Disu in Abuja has highlighted some of the activities and challenges that happened in the year 2024 and their marching order to reduce crime by 50% in 2025. Watch this.
At the end of it all, year 2024, it has been a very, very hectic and studied one for the Nigerian police. Yes, you said I was not here at the beginning of the year. I came towards the end of the year, but I was a commissioner of police somewhere. And every commissioner of police still keep their eyes on what happens at the Federal Capital Territory. It has been a very, very hectic one for us, just like I mentioned earlier. We had the protests that you mentioned to cope with. And I want to give thanks to the Inspector General of Police for giving directives for that protest. If you look at that protest, it is one of the best handled protests so far in this country because we had directions and we had focus. All the commissioners of police knew what to do at appropriate time. I will give an example of where I acted as a commissioner of police, Rivers State. When the protest started, we were with them from the beginning, and then we had plannings with them. We knew where they were going to, so we were able to provide security for them. We moved around with them. We gave them police escort everywhere they went. But as the days progressed, things became more and more difficult. They were losing grip of the people they were controlling. Miscreants started joining them. They started blocking roads and they started attacking people going to work and market women, for example. At that particular time, we had to make them know where their right stops, other people's right starts. You cannot stop people from going to work. You cannot stop people from not wanting to join the protest. So the police have to act. We cannot close our eyes and watch people take laws into their hands. Men died, got injured in such. So policemen are ready. They are ready to do their job. And a lot of us who are apprehensive of the outcome of any demonstration. So we have right, don't forget, to apply minimum force when we need to do it. That this shite group that we're talking about have been proscribed. They have been declared illegal. So we have a lot of things in mind. How do we cooperate with a group that has been proscribed? And do not forget the last encounter they had with policemen here in the Federal Capital Territory, where police officers were killed. And don't forget, one of the rifles collected from the police officers is still missing as I speak with you. In their possession, they could use it for anything. They had about 20 or so rounds in it. So that weapon is in wrong hands. So how do we cooperate with people who are armed? Just some few days ago, some of them were arrested in town again, and they had catapults and iron pellets, sort of bolts, iron bolts for catapults were recovered from there. This could be dangerous. These are weapons that, when fired, could kill anybody. Definitely, they had police in mind when they are doing that. So we will continue to come after them. We have had time to talk to some of them that we have met, try to advise them. Let them go to court and fight it out. If the government says they are no longer proscribed, we are ready to work with them. And we have to give kudos to our officers who have been having contact with them, even despite the fact that they killed some policemen, they still have our arms. We still work with them. We liaise with them amicably by stopping them, talking, trying to be human with them. So, and so far so good. Nothing bad has happened after that previous one. We have been handling it in the best way we think we could. It's unfortunate for him to say that. We have been so wonderful with them. We invited them. We had time to question them, talk to them, and they were released the same day. Nobody was detained. I'm so surprised to hear that when he was talking in the church that they were arrested. You should find out the definition of what it means to be arrested. They were invited. And even we had a difficult time with the priest who wanted to go ahead and continue to distribute the palliatives. We had to tell him that we had to respect the dead. We went there physically to stop them from further distributing that the palliative they were doing. Nobody was arrested. Could 10 people die and would not call them to talk to them? That was what we did. We called and talked to them, found out what happened, and they were released to go the same day. I don't think they spent up to 1 or 2 hours with us before they were released. Then, despite the fact that we know the investigation is ongoing, and our findings will be made public later. First and foremost, I want to talk a little bit about the last stampede that happened. Mm. You know, we are in a festive period. Because that incident happened, that was why it became a public knowledge. We had a lot of things happening simultaneously in town. Schools were closing and they were having their end-of-the-year parties. A lot of departments had end-of-the-year parties. Individuals were distributing palliatives on their own. A lot of things were happening simultaneously. So, before this incident happened, it became one out of hundreds of incidents happening at the same time. So, what happened at this particular time? They have given notice. Even this church, this is not the first time they have been doing it. They have been doing it for over 10 years. People knew when this thing, and they would start distributing their palliatives. Not only palliatives, when we got there, they were distributing household equipment, used clothes that members of the churches have gathered. Wonderful thing they had in mind. But as every big event like that, I don't blame, they do not know the number of people to expect. People slept there overnight. And they started distribution as early as 6 o'clock. I want to have a birthday party, give us men, and we have been doing that. Yes, if they have told us, despite the fact that we are overstretched, everybody needs a lot of enlightenment. People should know the number of people they are expecting for each event. Mm-hmm. They should have link with the police. We should be able to advise them. Usually, events of such nature, the entrances should be different from the ways you pass out. You come in through this way. After collecting your palliative, you go out through. All these are important. You should have a television or CCTV to record what is happening. And for very big events, the police can come and need a permit to do your birthday. You just inform us so that we plan together. Okay. We need to plan together. Police officers have been told long even before this that anywhere you see crowd gathered, people doing this occasion or that occasion, do not wait to be invited. Go in there and assist with crowd control. That has been done a long time ago. It's not a recent instruction. So even if you are having your birthday party and police officers pass by, will see the crowd, it is their duty to come in, whether you invite them or not, to assist with organizing the crowd and traffic. We notice great movement of people in and out of the Federal Capital Territory, but we noticed more movement out. But despite that, people were coming in, so we had to do with ensuring that proper things are done. People are checked as they go out, and people coming in are checked because we noticed that a lot of crime that happened finally ends on the road. A house has been robbed, they need a vehicle to get away. That means they're going to walk on the road. You are broken into somebody's house, you are moving the household equipment to your safety, you need to go to the road. So we know that the police have to be very vigilant on the road. So you will notice that we still have a lot of police officers on the road, more than the usual presence that you see. So everywhere you go, you notice influx of police officers, even in areas that usually you do not see police. We call it visibility policing. And then we took our time to enlighten the people on a lot of things. So far, so good. A lot of places that this action has taken place recently have been manned by the police. Mm-hmm. And I will give you an example. I'll give you an example. There's a place in Wuse 5, a large land expanse of land where drugs were sold, and the residents of that area are finding it difficult. Area 5, the place. And I passed the following day. It was as if nothing happened. They came back until I gave a marching order to the divisional police officer that that place must not stand. It took us about 5 different raids to be able to achieve what we have at the moment. Then, just yesterday, I passed the place in the evening. I drove and passed the place, and I noticed 3 people were standing by the road sign, giving me same sign of sign, which I know they were appealing to motorists, showing them that sign that they can come and buy drugs there. So this morning I've already called the divisional police officer that I noticed that they should go undercover and ensure that those people were arrested. If I don't get complaints, I will not know where to tackle a number of times. So that is why we give out a lot of our numbers, especially concerning the activities of my police officers. Every day, if I don't get complaint about activities of my police officers, I'll be happy, I'll go home and sleep, that yes, I've had a good day. So that is why we give out our complaint line to members of the public. If you notice my officers are doing what they are not supposed to do, send me complaints on that line. Text messages or call directly. We'll act on it and we'll give you feedback. If I don't get complaints, I'll just go back home and sleep at times. And I have the complaint response team, that's the CRU, where you can complain about the activities of police officers. Send them text messages, they will contact you, they will call the policemen, and then you will get feedback about what they have done about it. The number is 0810 731 4192. I'll take it again. 0810 731 4192. Then for Public Complaint Bureau, where you can complain about all these things you mentioned, even about the activities of police officers, they take that as well. The number is 090 222 223 52. I'll take it one more time. 0902 222 2352. A meeting with the commissioner, with the Inspector General of Police, who reviewed police activity in the nation general with all of us. And at the end of the day, he challenged all commissioners of police. He said, go out for next year and reduce crime 50%. Then he said he was going to monitor it. But before he left, he said 50% is what he wanted. But the least he would take from anybody was 30%. And that we should go back and discuss that with our officers, our own management team. So definitely that is my trust to ensure that I conform with the directive of the Inspector General of Police and bring down crime to the barest minimum.
Please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Stay safe.